All right, here we go. We're going live right now. Okay, so ask me how to land clients. Whoever wants to know, if you want to know how to land clients as a freelance copywriter, now's the time. Okay, we're gonna go live on Instagram. Let's do this. Okay, sweet. We're on it. Live on Instagram. Good stuff. Okay, what's up, everybody? It is Brandon Story here, and you are tuning in to the Freelance Copywriting Show. That's not actually the title of this. I don't have a proper name for the show. I'm just hopping on here and I'm going to answer all your guys' questions for like 35 minutes about how to land clients. What's up, Ahmed Kizzy? What's up, Safwan? What's up, Abdo? Gets better. What's up, Ahmed Kizzy? Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream where I'm going to answer all your questions on how to make money as a freelance copywriter, how to actually translate your skill into having $1,000 Stripe payments hit your bank account every single month, how to get recurring clients, how to get retainers, how to actually land your first client, how to get your social media profile ready, how to outreach for the first time. Should you use DM outreach, cold email outreach, Upwork, or inbounds? Should you create content? All the questions you have, how to go from the DMs to a call, how to actually close someone on a sales call, how to actually convince someone and show them the right packages so that you actually get paid and you don't get scraps. You don't get $300 projects, but you get $3,000 projects. So Safwan, hi Brandon, please check your DM, brother. Hey, any questions you have, I'll check my DMs after. Safwan, I get flooded with DMs every day. Sorry if I didn't answer your DM quick enough, but I can check your DM after. If you have an urgent question, ask it right now. Even if it's not about outreach, I will answer your question here live. And then afterwards, I'll get to your DM as soon as I can. I just get so many DMs every day. It's really hard for me to answer all of them, to be completely honest with you. But you can ask me any question live right now. So if you are a new copywriter, what's up, Callum? My brother, my son, my son from Scotland. Yeah, any questions you guys have about how to land clients, how to get paid as a copywriter, now's the time. You got me for about 30 minutes. Okay, first question, Abdo gets better. How to find leads using AI? I don't use AI to find leads. I think maybe there's tools you can use to scrape leads and like automation tools and stuff like that. I just personally, I like to just go onto Instagram, type in keywords for who my target audience is, and go find them. For example, if I'm going to go after fitness coaches, I'm going to go to Instagram, use your phone because it's easier to search on Instagram on your phone than on desktop. And I'm going to type in men's fitness coach, men's weight loss coach, men's strength coach, and or men's fitness course, like fitness course for women. Like use different keywords and different, like switch it up with the keywords like course, coaching, academy, right? That, if I'm going to go after that, if I'm going to go after pet dog brands, like an e-commerce brand for pets and for dogs, I'll type in dog toys, dog food, dog, like you can. So how I would use AI in the process is not like using AI to like find me the people. I would actually just go to ChatGPT and be like, hey, what would be the top keywords to find these people myself on Instagram? And then I'm gonna one by one go after those people on Instagram, right? Once I have a list of keywords to search for these potential prospects, potential clients, I'm gonna go onto Instagram and just start searching them up. And then once I search them up, I'm gonna make a list. And I'm gonna make sure they check off a few, like, I'm not just gonna reach out to everybody who calls themselves a fitness coach, or in this case, you know, an e-com brand, anybody who calls themselves a dog brand. I'm going to go actually be very selective and targeted on who I decide to outreach to based on a few qualifiers. All right. So you need to make sure people have money before you go outreach to them. And there's lots of ways to do that. And we can go into that if you want to learn more about what to actually look for and who to outreach to. That's one of the biggest parts of outreach is literally making sure you're going after the right people. Otherwise, you're going to just stay a broke copywriter, right? There's two copywriters, they have the same skills. One guy's gonna make $500 a month, one guy's gonna make 10K a month. They can have the same skills though in copywriting, but their outreach methods are way different. So you need to learn how to outreach the right way if you want to get paid and make 10K a month as a copywriter. So another question. Okay, Safwan, you say I'm not able to make payment through email. I'm guessing you're talking about my 30-day copywriter course. Um, I have so many payment options to pay for the course, like credit card, debit, Kajabi payments, Afterpay, Link. No, not after. Yeah, Link, PayPal. I can talk to you in the DMs after on how to buy the course. But if you've tried all those ones and it's still not working, it could just be that your card doesn't work based on the country, or there's some kind of issue with your bank. Because like there's like 7 ways to buy the course, um, but I can DM you afterwards. Okay, Ahmed Kizi says, I've been trying to find clients on Upwork for weeks, but no luck. My prospects are getting better because people are viewing them. Any tips here? Oh, your proposals are getting better because people are actually viewing you. Yeah, so uh, Upwork should be a supplementary outreach channel, not the main thing. Like if you want to actually land clients fastest, go onto social media and go do DM outreach. Go find people on Instagram and go outreach to them on there. Go get in their DMs. That is gonna be the quickest way you can generate proof and trust because they can quickly see your profile. Upwork, Upwork is okay. Like I love Upwork. If I was starting from scratch today, I would still be looking at Upwork every day, but I would primarily be going onto Instagram and finding clients manually myself there. Pause on the Upwork until you get a case study. Like you can go for it. It's just a lot harder. I would probably go get your first client on Instagram first. Get your first case study where you've actually showed you got results for somebody as a copywriter, and then go to Upwork and go pitch people. Now you can still try Upwork. The way you're gonna do it is stop sending a proposal and start sending a sniper bomb. What is a sniper bomb? This is my outreach method that I teach in my $1,900 coaching program or in my 6-figure copy academy, where you can find a link below somewhere, right? If you want faster help. And the way it works is you go find people, right? If you're gonna go after Upwork people, try to target the guys who actually show their business name. Then go check out their business, their website, their emails, their copy, whatever. Click on them and go just write down a list of things that you would do to fix their copy. Go tell them how to update their branding. Go tell them how to update their branded copy. Go tell them how to update their emails. Go write it in a Google Doc. Go get them basically, here's all the things you should do to fix your copy. And if you've been studying the craft for a couple of weeks, you're gonna be able to know what to say. And then write them their first piece of copy. Don't send proposals, send an audit and sample. Show them that you know how to do this stuff. That is gonna be the best way you enter the door as a consultant and land them as a copywriter. That's how I went from making under $1,000 a month as a copywriter to month 7, hitting my first $5,000 month. Next month, hitting 7,000. By month 12, hitting 9,000. And since then, 10 to 15K months. You have to go prove you know what you're talking about and enter the door and give people consultations for free in the DMs. Here's a Google Doc. Here's how to give people. Business owners just want to be told what to do. They don't want to have to tell you what to do. You go tell them what to do. You go give them a game plan. You go tell them how to structure. They want a strategist. They want someone who knows how to operate a business and think like a business owner. Even if you're the one who executes on the copy, you need to start thinking like a business owner and a marketer and someone who knows how to make people money with their business. Go give them the strategy. Go give them their first piece of copy. And then when they say, wow, this looks pretty good, I think this guy knows what he's talking about, then get them on a call, close them, and start writing their copy. That's how it's done in 2025. That's how it's going to continue being done in 2026. No more AI slop, automation tools that just send 5,000 outreaches, cold emails, cold DMs. You create all these fake accounts and domains and email and all these fake accounts and social media that you blast. That stuff doesn't work anymore. You have to go be highly targeted in who you outreach to and then go drop a value bomb for them. Give up front for free to prove yourself. Promises don't lead pitches anymore. Proof leads pitches. That's how it works. Okay. You're welcome, Abdo, for answering. Okay, we got a couple questions from YouTube. Josh Smith asks, what did you do to get really good at writing better subject lines? Really good way to get good at subject lines. So first of all, subject lines are basically the headline of the email. If you think about like copywriting headlines, the most important part of your copy is your headline. It's the first thing people see at the top. And if you screw up your headline, you're done. David Ogilvy said that 80 cents of people's advertising dollar is spent on the headline. And there's a statistic that 5 times more people read the headline than any other copy. So what that means is that if you could have the best copy below the headline, like your body copy, the bulk of what you wrote, you could spend all this time, an hour on this part. But if you screw up the headline and it's not hooky enough, it doesn't actually get people to keep reading, you're screwed. It doesn't matter what you wrote below that. You need to master your headline. And for email, that headline is the subject line. The subject line is the first thing you see in the inbox when you open up Gmail and you see this: sender name, subject line, preview text. All three of those places are actually copywriting that you have the power to impact: the sender name, the subject line, the preview text. Most people don't even touch the sender name, and some people's sender names suck. Most people don't even put a preview text. They just don't even know they can. And some people write a subject line, or you have to write a subject line, but most people get it wrong. How do you get really good at writing subject lines? You practice headlines in general, right? Just practice headlines over and over and over again. Go look at classic sales letters and ads. Go look at the OGs, go look at Swipe File, and go study headlines. Look at patterns. Just look, you don't want to know. Here's a little cheat code for the easiest headline you could write. Just tell people what you're going to do for them. That's it. So, like, for instance, let's talk fitness coaching for a second. A fitness coach helps people lose weight. You know what a good subject line or headline would be? Lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days. There you go. There's a winning subject line and headline on any piece of copy, guaranteed. You want to know another one? Do the same thing, but put how to at the beginning. How to lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days. Those are just two simple, easy ones ready to go right out of the gate. Do the question. Here's a question variation. Do you want to lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days? There's 3 headlines. Just give people, when you think of headlines and in copywriting in general, when in doubt, just focus on outcomes. Just focus on outcomes if you're not sure what to write. I think people get too confused and scared about the big idea and having to craft some like novel headline that's never been written before. Forget that. Just write plain, simple copy that's clear and easy to understand, and just tell people what they're going to get if they read the thing that you have below, right? You're going to lose 10 pounds in 30 days if you read this. Like, you don't have to say that exact thing, but think about those things. If you're not sure what to write, just write the outcome that someone's going to get by buying your product or service and put that in the headline. Lose 10 pounds in 30 days. How to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. Want to lose 10 pounds in 30 days question. Start there, and you can go a billion variations off that and start testing things. So practice looking at the top headlines and practice writing headlines. Another way that you want to get really good with writing better subject lines, study other people's subject lines. So don't just look at classic sales letters and ads and the OGs. Start with that to learn a basis of good headlines. But now for subject lines, start studying other people who are really good at writing emails. Go create a swipe file in your Gmail. Go look at other people's emails. Like today, go open up your email after this video, after this live stream. Go open up your email inbox, click in Gmail, and you just scan subject lines and see which ones make you want to click. Then, whichever subject lines make you want to click, write them down. This subject line, boring, 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 boring. Oh, I have to read this. The moment you feel like, oh, that makes me want to open this email, and you open the email, write the subject line down and add it to your swipe file of subject lines. And then see how you can take that and use that as a variation, as a template for a future subject line that you write. Do that. So study classic sales letters and ads headlines, then create an email swipe file of just emails. By the way, with email, you can write the best headline ever, but here's the thing. Email, you have to fit your copy into the constraints of the channel you're writing in. So you could write the best headline, but if it's like 30, 40 words, like that doesn't work for subject lines. You need to make subject lines shorter. Beehive is one of my clients. So the email software company Beehive. And so I have seen first-party data writing for them on the correlation between subject line length and open rate, like millions of emails sent and the data behind it. I saw behind the scenes what the actual numbers are, like verifiable proof. And in this, it clearly demonstrated that the shorter the subject line, the higher the open rate. The longer the subject line, the lower the open rate. So you want to try to make your subject lines as short as possible. Ideally 20 to 40 characters. The moment you get above 40 characters, what happens is it actually gets cut off on mobile. So you can't see the full context of your headline because it's too long. So Gmail will just go ... and you won't see the whole thing. So make your subject lines short enough so that, and send yourself a test email when you send that email out, and go look at it on your own phone to see if you actually read the whole thing, right? That's really important. The next thing you want to do to get better at subject lines is just test them every time. I A/B test probably 90% of my email subject lines, unless it's like an urgent email I have to send out. So I don't have time to test it. but I will test the vast majority of my subject lines. Subject line A here, subject line B here, subject lines, you can even do 3, 4 with certain software like Beehive, right? A, B, C, D, and you can click send, and it can send to a sample and split it and do an A/B test. And that's one way to get good at subject lines. Test it. Just go write 3 or 4 great subject lines. You have an idea of what you think is going to work, but sometimes it's not what you think. So like, just start testing. Those are all different ways to get better at subject lines. Smart Moose, hello, what's up? Jedi Ale, I don't know how to say your name, sorry. Jedi Ale, I have a list. Will it affect me in closing deals and sales calls, or will it worry potential clients? Or will potential clients wouldn't worry? Don't worry about a Lisp. Like, obviously, unless it's like extremely difficult to understand what you're saying, like, don't worry about it. The thing is about sales calls is like you're gonna close people before the call. Like most of the closing of a client, when you approach them and pitch them the right way ahead of time, that is 80% of the work. So when you actually sniper bomb people and send them a free audit and sample up front, right? So when you send them free value, here's what you should do with your copy. Here's your first free copy sample, and you send that over to them. They see so much proof and trust already from that interaction that if they agree to a call, you've already 80, 90% closed them. And getting on the call, usually most of the time, is literally just to make sure you're not some crazy psychopath person who's going to scam them. So you just show up, smile, be a normal person, and you're probably going to close them. Secondly, what are the actual details of working together? Like, what's that going to include? And like, how are you going to flesh that out? So like, you don't need help like you don't need aggressive sales skills or whatever to go close people as a copywriter. You just do the right thing and outreach ahead of time, and you're going to close people. Your list, like, unless it's like extremely difficult to hear you, don't worry about it, man. But people don't care. They just want to see that you're going to get them results and that you're trustworthy. So okay, more skin Fortnite. Not sure what you're saying there, but yep. Should I convince fitness coaches to set up email marketing funnels or target the leads who already set up the funnels and improve their stuff? Great question, Vishnu. The best thing you can do is go target, if you're an email guy, you do email copywriting, email marketing, the best thing you can do is go after people who already have email set up. So it's because the thing is when you go pitch somebody, you have to convince them to hire you as a copywriter. So you have to convince them of one thing. If someone doesn't have email set up yet at all, you now have to convince them to do email and then to hire you. So that's two things. It's very difficult to persuade people of anything in general in life. So to convince someone to do two things, that's harder. It's easier to go after people who already have email set up. It's easier because they already believe in email. They just need to have the right person take it over. So like if I had a choice starting from square one, I would just go after people who I can see they already have an email list set up. And the thing is like, it's not always easy to see if someone has an email list. Like if they don't have a clear sign up form, it doesn't mean they don't have email. They might be doing, if it's a fitness coach, they might just have an application form page where people just fill in like my name, my phone number, like my purpose, for getting coaching, my income range, blah, blah, blah. Just because you only see that doesn't mean they don't have email. They might just be sending emails to people who fill out the form, which is dumb in my opinion, that they should have proper email capture too. But that's where you can come in. So always assume someone does have email set up, even if it's not always clear and visible and present. But if there's like 100% they tell you, I'm not doing email, like you can still try to pitch them. It's just harder. You have to convince them of this. And also, it's probably a red flag they're not making that much money. Like there's brands who are making 30, 40, 50K a month without email, but it's very rare to be meeting a business doing 100K a month without email at all. So the ideal thing is someone who's making 50 to 100K a month in revenue already. They already have the email set up, but they just aren't doing enough. Their copy isn't that great. And they just need someone to take it over and just start actually ramping it up. That's the best person to outreach to. They have the money. They've already hired help. They already have email. They just don't have the time. They're working 12, 16-hour days, crushing it in their business. And they just need someone to come in, make it so easy and stupidly simple to say yes to them, to give them a game plan. Here's what you can do with email, and I'm going to take it over, and you can trust me, and I'll take it off your plate and start making you some more money too. That's the best person to outreach to. Now, you can be the setup guy. You can go after people who haven't done email before, who don't have it set up if you really, really want. Like, you could be that guy. I'm the email setup guy. I'll get you set up. Like, sure, pick that as a niche if you want. It's up to you. I think it's going to be a little bit harder, personally. And I think there's more chance that they're not going to have much money. And if they don't have much money, they're not going to have much money to pay you. But you know what? Why not? Just go for it if you want. I would just personally go up to people who already have email fully set up. Um, Before I get in game, here's a quick subject line framework to help you improve and choose your subject line based on angle and content is that email. I'm not sure if you have something else to share, but I'm not too sure what you're saying. Okay, I've started making one ad for the business and send it to decision makers LinkedIn, but I still get a few answers, no results. Making an ad is a good strategy. So here's the thing. You don't want to just send random people, hey, I wrote you a free ad or free whatever, just out of the gate. You want to start a conversation before you start sending people audits and samples. Actually get them to reply to you in the DMs first. So like, don't just pitch people as your first message. I think that's one of the worst things you do. People just click archive, delete, block, whatever. Instead, just open a conversation first. Hey man, I saw you're posting this on your content. That's kind of cool. How long you been doing fitness coaching for? How long you been doing whatever business for? Just like be a human. Like you don't just go run up on people on the streets and start trying to like salespeople don't start run up to you and starting to sell you things. They say, "Oh hey, I love your shoes. Like those are those from like wherever shoe store? Oh hey, that's a beautiful dog. Blah blah blah. Oh hey, beautiful weather we're having today." Like even just that, people start talking to people about things that aren't the selling part first in real life. So why would we change this up online? You want to be natural online. So go start talking to people and be a human and don't act like an AI robot. And I promise you, if you just start talking to people a bit more, starting conversations first, and then giving value, and then giving samples, and then talking business, you're going to make a lot more money. Trust me. And yeah, if you making ads, 100% be an ad copywriter. Ads is a huge, ads aren't going away anytime soon, and people always need more ads. It's a constant thing people need every single month. So absolutely go write ads. I answered your question, Jediel. Uh, if your lisp makes you so you cannot understand the thing you're saying, then maybe go work on it. But if it's just a little bit of a lisp and like people still know what you're saying, don't worry about it. Just go pitch people, go outreach. Don't get in your head about self-conscious about your own like ability, your own. Go help people. Like go prove you could write people's copy. Business owners just want results. They just want money, time, and peace. So they don't care if you have a lisp or not. They just want more money. So if you can make that happen for them, you're going to get paid. It just comes down to that. Hi, Brandon. Yusuf asks, is Instagram the best platform to find clients? Yes. Overall, if you're not sure, just use Instagram. It's still the most dominant. Alex Hormozy ranked Instagram as the #1 acquisition channel of any social media at beginning of last year in February. And I agree. Instagram, I have one of my lowest followings for my own audience, for my coaching, copywriting coaching, is Instagram. I have like 6,000 people on Twitter. Again, I'm a micro audience still, 6,000 on Twitter, almost 4,000 on YouTube, 5,000 on LinkedIn, 1,800 on Threads, and like I think I have like 1,400 people on Instagram. I get probably like, so Instagram is one of my smallest audiences, and yet I have a like abnormal ratio of people who come from Instagram despite that. So like my total social media audience might be like 15 to 20,000 people, whereas Instagram is like 10% of that. But I probably get like 25 to 30% of my customers and coaching students and clients and people in my six-figure copy academy, probably like 25 to 30% from Instagram, despite the fact that Instagram is like 10% of my total audience. So, and that's just me. This is my anecdotal experience. Alex Hormozy has confirmed this for his own businesses. But I would also say, like, from what I've seen with I've taught 750 students, 750 copywriters. I've coached about 100 people one-on-one. Instagram is still the most dominant overall. Now, depending on your niche, like if you're going to go after like B2B SaaS or something, like LinkedIn might make more sense. Like if it's something more B2B and stuff like that, like depending, if it might be LinkedIn that is best. Twitter, I think it's a little bit harder because it's a writing platform. Most people write there, so it's like it's hard to get in. But there's 2 billion people on Instagram, 2 billion, and a lot of the people on Instagram who are crushing it in their businesses aren't strong writers, and they aren't typically have a clue about marketing and copywriting, but they typically are really good at content, videos, and delivering the product or service they're doing. So like you can there's a gap between a high need on Instagram and very low people There are not people say, "Oh, copywriting is saturating." There are not enough copywriters. It just takes 2 minutes of me looking at the top fitness coaches on Instagram, looking at their sales copy on their sales pages and their emails to prove to you that no, these guys don't have good copywriters, even if they have. Like, there's a huge need for copywriters. There are not enough. There are not enough people getting good copy, even with AI making it slightly easier for people to write something. Um, like there are there's not enough copywriters. Businesses need copywriters. There are like endless businesses on earth that like need better copy. So you can quickly go in, provide value to people, get your foot in the door, endless amounts of prospects. Just go outreach people. Like it is crazy. Yes, Instagram. Like if you're not sure, just start with Instagram. Um, Same question from Cavity, Instagram. Just start your Instagram. The reason Instagram versus cold email, by the way, people wonder, well, somebody told me to do cold email. Go try cold email if you want to play the game on hard mode. Do you want to know why social media and particularly why Instagram is better than cold email and other things? Like Instagram versus cold email, it's because when you send a cold email, hey, Mr. So and so, you have to write this big pitch up front. It's not a very natural conversation. It's like, ding, you're sending cold emails to somebody who didn't ask for them. And you have no proof, no trust of anything. You have to quickly demonstrate proof in that thing and write your big spiel. And then, like, they don't trust you already. So if they want to see any proof of what you're saying is true, you have to put a link to your website or portfolio. So now you have to force someone to click a thing, open a new tab, scan your website. What's this guy's proof? And like, there's so much friction in that interaction. It's so hard. Versus Instagram, you DM somebody after you've already followed them, liked them, commented on their stuff, DM them the open conversation. They've seen your name now 4 times in their notifications. They see you in their DMs having a conversation. You then pitch them after they reply to you and you send them free value up front, audit sample. Well, when they see that and they are like, well, who's this person sending me this stuff? And they look at your audit sample you sent. When they go, they can quickly click on your profile and see if you're full of crap or see if you know what you're talking about in a second. There's less friction for them to get proof. There's less friction for you to show off proof and build trust on Instagram versus cold email. This is why it's way better. They can quickly see your profile. Instagram profiles are set up so beautifully, so like the user experience is so easy. That's like, here's the person, there's their face, here's their name, here's their blue check mark. They're verified, they're a legit person. You can't do this in cold email. Legit check mark, they're actually a real person. Here's their name, here's who they help, here's some case studies, testimonials, reviews right out of the gate. Here's some posts showing their face, maybe showing some copywriting tips, boom, 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 boom. Probably a copywriter. I think this person checks out. A little bit more trust and proof. That's why Instagram is better than cold email. That's why Instagram is better than other social media platforms too. The way it's set up, it quickly helps you generate proof and trust where other channels don't. So go to Instagram. Naughty says, I tried warming up on Instagram, but got no reply from anyone. Alan Dragu, what's up, my brother? What up, dog? Dude, hey, all the copywriters here, go subscribe to Alan Dragu. Okay? This guy, at Dragu Alan. Go onto YouTube. He's crushing it. He has so much good copywriting advice, especially if you want to take the path of like building your own audience and selling your own products and doing affiliate stuff and like building your own list and writing copy and that stuff. He's the man. So go subscribe to him. He's got tons of juicy copywriting tips and advice. Yeah, go subscribe to Alan. So question, I tried to warm up on Instagram, but got no reply from anybody. So here's the thing. Before you get discouraged about how many people are replying to you, it's good to know what average response rate is so you know if you're doing a good or bad job. So these are the averages that I've seen from myself and my students. When you send 10 DMs, you should expect like 10 initial DMs. Hey, what's up? I love your content. I love what you posted about XYZ. How long have you been doing your business for? When you DM somebody on Instagram, you should expect about 1 to 2 people out of 10 to respond to that DM. Basically 10 to 20% response rate. So if you send 10 DMs and you're like, oh, I only got 1 person replying, that's normal. This isn't weird and you're not doing anything wrong. Those are just normal stats. Most people won't respond because they are flooded with DMs and they're busy business owners. So don't get discouraged if it's 10, 20% response rate to that initial DM. But if you're sending like 100 DMs and you have like 2, 3 people replying, there's something wrong. Like you're clearly doing something wrong. You need to change it up. So make sure before you DM people, some ways to get a higher response rate. Here's some ways to get a higher response rate. Actually go follow them on Instagram first, click like on a post, comment on a post, and DM them a simple thing like, hey, I love what you posted about XYZ. Be super specific, don't be an AI robot. Say something that AI couldn't say. And then ask a question that boosts the response rate. Hey, how long you been doing this for? Easiest way to do it. That'll get your response rate up. If you're getting under 10% after like 100 DMs, there's something wrong that you need to change. You probably need to fix your profile. You probably need to optimize that better. You probably need to actually warm them up properly, follow, like, comment, DM, and like switch something up. And if you're still not getting replies, you switch your business account. If you have a business account on Instagram, switch it to a personal. Get meta verified. These are a whole bunch of tips. I want to build a short list on Instagram for the next 30 days. How can I make it? Just first of all, pick a niche. Like, don't just be like, I'm going to go land clients. There's 2 billion people on Instagram. Be more niche. So just go after fitness coaches, or just go after real estate agents, or just go after marketing SaaS software, right? Pick one thing, and then you know where to start. Then go to ChatGPT and say, hey, give me all the keywords to search to find these people on Instagram. And then every day, go DM 5 to 10 people who match some of these qualities. They have a following between 3,000 to 50,000 people. They have a blue check mark. They are actually say they have a product or service. They actually get engagement on their posts. They have social proof of results, case studies, reviews, testimonies for happy clients. Ideally, they've been in business for a few years. Check their website. Ideally, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 employees, proves they know how to delegate and they have money in their business. And ideally, they're running Facebook ads. If they have all of those or some of those, go put them on your list. The more of those they have, put them to the top of your list. Then go DM 5 to 10 a day. You're always going to have 1 response per day at least. You always can send 1 audience sound per day. You're probably getting a client in 30 days. How do I know that? Because when people deploy this sniper bomb outreach strategy, usually the odds are 1 out of 30 people are landing. You're landing a client out of 1 out of 30 outreaches. That's 1 out of 30 sniper bombs sent. This means if you send 1 audit and sample every single day, which takes most people about an hour a day, 1 hour a day, 1 outreach per day, you're going to need a client in 30 days on average. This is my average student success rate. So, I got a copy delivery. Okay, 1 second. So if you do this, you're gonna get a client. Like, this is just the averages. It might take you 15 outreaches. It might take you 45, but that's the average. That's what you do in the next 30 days and land your first client. I got to head out in like 2 minutes. I got a coaching call to hop on, but okay, it says beginner, doesn't make sense. Yeah, hyper specific. Go be hyper specific on your niche. It's just way easier to get the foot in the door with a small niche and then expand. This is why Apple computers started with Apple computers, and now they're a technology company who does phones and headphones and watches and all this stuff, right? Start niche and then broaden. It's way easier. Amazon used to be a bookstore, now they're the everything store. Start niche, right? Go super specific in who you outreach to and the type of copy you write. For example, emails for fitness coaches, landing pages for SaaS, ads for real estate agents. Those 2 combos, boom, you're gonna own a lane now. It's way easier. If you want to broaden later. That's gonna be easier to get your foot in the door. Okay, I'll do 1 more question, then I gotta head out. What are some niches to explore? What products do you buy? What services do you buy? Where do you already shop? Where does your local barber, your local gym, where do you buy your stuff? What kind of products do you buy? Like, what are the things you already are buying and consuming? When you are your target audience, that is the easiest copy in the world to write because you are the person you're writing to. That is the best niche to go after, is where you are the customer already. And besides that, the next best place to start is what are the things you already love and are passionate about, you're interested in, your hobbies, the things you like to research and consume all day. And also, what are your natural advantages? Have you been working in real estate for 10 years? Do you have a degree in marketing? Are you a professional musician? Go after something you already familiar with or are good at, and you're gonna crush it. Okay, I gotta head out. Thank you for all your questions. I wish I could have answered all these, but anybody have any other questions that you want answered, just DM me. I'll try to answer it as soon as I can. I got to hop on a coach call, and I will try to do another live stream again soon, probably after Christmas though, because I'm going to be taking a little bit of time off for Christmas time. But thank you guys. This has been awesome, and we'll try to do this soon. Any other questions? Oh, and if you want some paid help, you want to move faster, quick little pitch at the end. If you want to move the fastest as a new copywriter, if you want to get your first client guaranteed in 90 days or your money back, click my link in bio and go to the 6-Figure Copy Academy today To join that is my full course where 70% of my students get their first client in 30 days. You get a community of other copywriters, many of them already at full time. You get coaching calls every single week. You get copywriting feedback every single week from me. This isn't some outsourced thing where you're going to get coaching, but then you are talking to some random people you don't even know. It's me and you and a community of 100 dedicated copywriters. Get in there. We got a daily copy job board. We got cash prizes, client getting challenges. Click the link in bio if you want to get your first client in 90 days, guaranteed, or your money back. There's no other place on earth that you're going to get that kind of guarantee. So go get it. There's no risk. If you want to move the fastest, you want to move the quickest, and you want to be part of a community of other copywriters who are serious, who are already getting results. In the past month, there's been guys who've landed 1,500 clients, $1,500 clients, $1,000 clients, $2,500 clients. 2 people are at $3,500 this month already. So click there, check it out. Click the link in bio now, and I'll see you guys in the next stream.